All right. 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 What is good? What is good? What is good? Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know who it is. Yours truly, Dr. Mike, back again, once again, with another classic, interesting, informative, entertaining live stream for you individuals today. Quick time check. We're looking about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That makes it about 5 p.m. for my people repping that West Coast, roughly about 7 p.m. for everybody repping Central, and of course, 9 a.m. Philippine Standard Time. Sincerely hope everybody's having a good day. You already know the good doc is having a blessed day, and I'm glad that I'm able to come through and spend just a little bit of your time. I'm glad to have my time with you guys, and I'm glad that you're able to come through and spend just a little bit of your time with me today. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the topic. Let's go ahead and rip this one off like a band aid. Tonight's topic is an inspired topic that we talked about previously before on the podcast or a live stream. We talked about living vicariously through others and how some people may never get a chance to travel. But today, ngayon we're going to talk about learning or how I learned vicariously through others while living in the Philippines. I'm a firm believer in the ideology of learning from others' mistakes. That's been my way of life for as long as I can remember. If I see a foreigner taking out the family and he's feeding everybody and he gets a bill that's 15 to 20,000 pesos when it should have only been one or two, I know that if I do the exact same thing, that shit gonna cost me the exact same amount of money. And being as broke as I am, knowing nobody's gonna catch me if I get kidnapped, I know that I should not do that. If I see another foreigner kissing and hugging up on a bar girl 1 minute, and then the next minute or the next time I see him, he's over here scratching at his manhood and stuff, I know that maybe hugging up, kissing up, and being with bar girls may not be such a great idea. I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen. You have to learn vicariously through others. You have to use others' mistakes in order to prevent from making your own. Now, I've made my fair share of mistakes. I can honestly say that I have seen foreigners make mistakes, and then I may have repeated those mistakes myself simply because I chose to trust in an individual knowing that I should not have. Many of you have heard the story about how I sent money to a young lady that I thought would come and see me while I was in Davao, and it didn't happen. Now, I've seen other people and I've had other people tell me, look, man, it's not a good idea to send money to somebody. And I still did it anyways. I took a loss, but at the end of the day, you got to live and learn. Sometimes it's almost like you see that oven over there, you know that oven's hot, right? You know it's hot. You know it's hot as hell, but you still want to touch it anyways just to make sure that it's hot. That's kind of what it is with most foreigners when it comes to being in the Philippines. You see bad things happening to others, but as a man, you got to test that logic on your own, and you got to make sure that it's hot over there, or you got to make sure it is the best idea in the world for you not to partake in such activities or not do as others will do in the Philippines. I am a firm believer in this channel because I believe in sharing my own experiences. I believe in telling you exactly what you should avoid doing in order to prevent you from making the same mistakes that those that come before me, those that have participated with me, and those that will come after me will not make. I understand. You understand? I want you guys to prevent yourselves from making such mistakes. Learning, sorry, I was about to say living. Learning vicariously through others is almost the best thing that could ever happen to you. The only problem that I seem to run into with people who have stories to share, they simply don't want to share those stories because maybe it brings up some animosity and bitterness inside of them, wherein they may have had a story where a Filipina just rang them dry and used them up until they had nothing. And they never want to share in those experiences because it's a bad idea to repeat it. It makes them angry or something. But yet and still, they're not taking it into consideration that the mistakes that they made could prevent somebody else from doing the exact same thing. It's almost like going to an AA meeting and having a sponsor, right? You know what your sponsor is supposed to do? Your sponsor is supposed to say, I've been there, I've done that, you've been there, you've done that. I'm going to be there to make sure that you don't do it again. Allow me to be your Philippine AA sponsor. This isn't Alcohol Anonymous, ladies and gentlemen, but this is Addicted to Pina Punan Anonymous. Okay, we'll call it the APP. This is not Alcohol Anonymous. This is APP. Addicted to Pina Punan Anonymous. APPA. Whatever. Allow me to be your sponsor. Allow me to prevent you from making the mistakes that I have made and those before me have made. If you can't learn from the mistakes of others, then quite frankly, you're going to end up taking a lot of losses to the point where you're not going to enjoy life anymore. Okay, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're just going to be fucked. Okay, let's just keep it 100 with one another. We don't have to lie, we don't have to sugarcoat it. If you don't know how to learn from others' mistakes, you're going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to continuously take loss after loss after loss. And then you're going to wonder how you got yourself in the situation that you're in right now. I can tell you exactly how you got into that situation. Whether you want to believe me or not, I can tell you exactly how you got into it. By not paying attention, by thinking that everything that a foreigner says is to try to prevent you from exceeding or succeeding in what your goal is or your intended goal is. I remember one time I told a guy it wasn't a good idea to talk to this one girl. I felt like she was too beautiful for him. And you know what he said to me? He's like, Dr. Mike, you're a fucking hater, man. You're a hater, man. That's why you're trying to tell me not to talk to this girl because you a hater. And I said, bro, I want you to think about this logically. I understand that you think that I'm trying to hate on you because I felt like the girl was just too beautiful. And maybe the way that I said it came out fucked up. I did say, yeah, I think she's too beautiful for you. And I wasn't saying that in that particular aspect. I was saying she looks like the type of person that will fucking chew you up and spit you out. Should have been the best way for me to say it. But the way that it came out, he felt like I was hating on him. He felt like I was going to try to get with her on the slide. And he was just going off on me. And I was like, bruh, I said, what I'm trying to tell you is this. She seems like a very, very dangerous person. She seems like she's the type of person that will probably take you for everything that you own. And you're not going to be willing, you're not going to be able to bounce back from that. I tried to explain to him, but no. The good doc is a hater. The good doc's already in a relationship. He's already had plenty of females before living his life. But all of a sudden, I want to hate on him and what he has going on. But he's the rookie in the game. It's amazing. I'm only 31 years old. I was 31 years old. I came here when I was 18 to the Philippines. Basically, I'm a veteran. And I was trying to school somebody who was in their late 30s, like 35 to about 40. This was the guy. That was how old he was. So he kind of felt like I was just a young dude hating on the older dude, right? And I tried to explain to him, bro, something about this girl doesn't sit right with me. Just tread lightly. I feel like she's too beautiful. I feel like she's got a whole bunch of guys trying to talk to her, and you're just going to be one of many. But nah, he didn't want to listen to me. 2 weeks later, I see the guy. And I'm like, where your girl at? She's like, man, she left me, man. She started hanging out with some other foreigner dude. I seen it on Facebook and shit like that. My man's all devastated and shit. But no, nobody wants to listen to me, right? And I said, you got to live and learn. So again, guys, what I mean by learning vicariously through others, simply learn from everybody else's mistakes so that you no longer have to make the mistakes, especially those mistakes that cost you money, those mistakes that cost you better, those mistakes that cost you the dinero, whatever you want to call it, however you say money, the greenbacks, the bluebacks, whatever you want to call it. Learn from the mistakes of others so you don't have to take those L's as well. And with that being said, my monologue is officially finished. I appreciate all of you coming through and showing some love to the good doc today. Nayon Den, it is officially, we have about 25 individuals checking in as we speak. 26. I appreciate all 25, 26, 23, 24 of you individuals coming through and showing love to the good doc. You know how I do. Likes are free, ladies and gentlemen. Please feel free to get the likes up on your way in or on your way out. I would highly appreciate that. Definitely make sure that you do that for the good doc. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you already know how to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through and spend just a little bit of your time with him today. All right, now let me run through the chat real quick and say what's up to my people. My man Get Lost Vlogs. No, my dude, I wasn't late. All right, I think I was probably 2 minutes late. Y'all be tripping. Let me be late, okay? You know I'm casually late to the party. I can't be the first one in the building. What y'all talking about? Nobody wants to be the first one to a party, right? I didn't want to be the first one to my own party, all right? So, my man Earl Johnson, what's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through. It is officially 5 a.m. in Dubai. Shout out to my people repping the Middle East. I love Dubai. Dubai is a beautiful place, great place to make money. Probably the best place to lose it too, because it can be very expensive there. My man Terry Ayers, how you doing? Lizzie, how you doing, baby? Thank you for making it to the show. My man Tim H, what's good, family? Much love to you. My man Steve, what's going on with you, brother? My man Izon said, I appreciate you being in the house. Your birthday is in 4 hours, man. So I'm gonna give you a birthday congratulations in advance, man. Happy 49th birthday to you, my dude. Pedro, my man for that, my man with the plan, Mr. IT man. All right, I'm sitting back, relaxing with the popcorn. I see you, Jeff Lee Brown. Pleasure to have you in the building, man. Let's see what's going on. Oahu dude, shout me all the way out from Vietnam. Appreciate you being here tonight. Yes, we need to ask Eyes on if he's keeping the draws for the birthday. Eugene Thomas, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you being here. Eyes on says the peanut punai can be addictive, but again, allow me to be your sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to be your sponsor. This is Addicted to the Peanut Punai Anonymous. All right, this is the APPA. Allow me to be your sponsor. I'm going to try to prevent you from making the same mistakes. I'm not going to prevent you from getting some, okay? Let's make this abundantly clear. Dr. Mike is not here to cock block. I am here to just allow you to think with your big head and not your little head, all right? That's my job as your APPA sponsor. Maybe we'll have a shirt soon enough with the APPA sponsor on it. Marlon, what's going on, man? He says, hey, Dr. Mike, I'm from the Philippines. I'm a Filipina. I like your channel. Thank you very much. I know that not too many Filipinas enjoy the content, but it's always a pleasure when we have a couple of ladies who come through and show some love. He said, it was my Black American man who sent me your videos. Then I gave it time to watch those videos from. Okay, well, I'm glad that you enjoyed something that I said. I mean, again, I know my content is not everybody's cup of tea. I know that Dr. Mike isn't going to rub everybody in the right way, which is why I consistently insist on touching everybody in the most inappropriate way humanly possible. You want to know why? Because at least you know that I'm doing it out of love. All right, so Marilyn, I hope I'm saying your name right, baby. Come welcome yourself to the channel officially, and thank you for being here. By the way, you can give me, if you can, tell me who sent the videos to you so I can make sure that I give them a shout out as well. Oahu Dude says, Doc, in business, isn't the term called modeling when you take the same steps as a successful person? True. Now, I'm not against going with somebody who's been successful. All right, if you want to follow the path of a successful person, that's completely different. But again, if you want to learn vicariously through others by preventing those same mistakes from happening, it's almost the same as modeling a person who has had bad experiences in the opposite direction. So you're trying your best to make sure that you are successful. Terry says, don't hate on the man, Doc. I'm not hating on nobody. You know how I do. Jeff Lee Brown says it depends. Oh, my man Roger Blue, what's going on, man? Jeff says it also depends on the source, Dr. Mike. You may be getting misinformation. You got to use judgment on the info giver. That's true. You never want to take everybody's word as bond. I mean, I really don't know why a person would lie to you about an experience and tell you something dramatically bad happened to them, you know, so that you can learn from it. Well, I don't know why people would lie about that, but you do have to make sure that the information is quality. I have known people to lie about dramatic situations. I mean, I don't see the reason why they would want to. I don't know if they were looking to garnish some sympathy from somebody, but ultimately, you do have to take the information and cipher through what you believe to be real and fake in comparison to what you've probably learned from other individuals, okay? I agree with that one. Thank you for that, Jeff. Appreciate that one. Get Lost says Ricky from Boys in the Hood. He got shot. Yeah, Ricky got shot. Damn, Ricky, boy. Oahu Dude says, I learned from my herpes-ridden friends to sustain from bar girl sex. Yeah. Well, Jeff, I'm glad that you feel that people can trust the good doc's advice. I try to never steer anybody in the wrong direction. I will always be real, whether it is good, whether it is bad, or whether it is super, super, super ugly. Yes, Lizzie, we talking about the peta or the cuarta. Sorry. My man Marquise the Great, what's going on, fam? He says, I'll be in the Philippines next week. I'm thankful from what I learned from you. I am glad that somebody comes through the chat, and I am glad that you guys are able to pick up on a little bit of what the good doc has to provide. All I ever did with this channel was want to provide you guys with some very, very beneficial information. 9 times out of 10, I'm just on here talking shit. But if there is a gem or a nugget that comes out of all of the bullshit that I talk, then I am glad that it is able to help somebody in one way, shape, or form. And Marquise, I'm glad that you're on your way back, my brother. If I find myself in Manila, I will definitely try to see if we can link up. Let's keep it real. Roger Roger Blue says the gospel according to Sean Kingston. She'll have you suicidal. Yes, especially when she says it's over. Marlon says, thanks for giving them an interest. Oh, thanks for giving them an interesting to another American man. That was great. Well, like I said, all I want to do is help people out. I am all about being friendly. I'm all about being honest. I will never sit here and down one person over another. I'll always make sure that I remain fair and on equal footing. I'll never put anybody above anybody else. I'll always be honest in my approach, and I'll always be honest with what I feel to be real as it pertains to the Philippines. I can only talk about what I've learned in my time in the country. Yes, please make sure you subscribe to Lizzie's channel. We love Lizzie. Thank you. Liz, don't get in trouble with the class now. And Neri, how you doing, baby? She says, hey, Mike, can you please shout out to EJ? What's going on, EJ? And Neri says she loves you. That's my man, Earl Johnson. Reginald Graham, what's going on with you, Playboy? Big Kev, how you doing, man? If you got a live show coming on, man, I'll definitely make sure I try to catch up with it. Izon says, Raina Lynn, let me... Boy, stop. It's your birthday. Eyes on, man. I know it's your birthday, Playboy. You gotta be careful. My man Reginald says, I don't care how old I am. When I am in a foreign country, I am going to listen to the person who has the experience in that country. And I'm 62 now. I preach, Dr. Mike. Hey, man, like I said, I don't care who you go to get your advice from. I am honored that you would choose the good doc as the person to get your good information from. I will give you as much information as I know, as much as I can say. There are a lot of other good people out there. If there's something that I can't answer, which is hardly likely, there's always other people you could check out, but I'm glad that you come through and spend just a little bit of time with the good doc. My man, James Miller, what's going on with you, man? He says, we are at the bar. I have you on the big screen. Everyone is listening to the talk show now. We are laughing and raising our beers to you, my friend. Keep up the good work. Shout out to everybody listening to the sound of the good doc with my man James Miller. Everybody in the room as we speak, a big salute from the good doc over here representing Davao City, Philippines. Much love and much blessings to all of you in that area. All right, my man Malcolm in the building. What's going on, Playboy? Yo, man, Malcolm, it's gonna be fire when you get it, my brother. I promise you that. My man Brian Ness in the building. What's going on? Casey, what's good, fam? He says, I feel you have to learn from others what others have been through. Exactly, guys. I haven't been through everything, but I can honestly tell you that I could look at a foreigner and you can tell that that man has probably been through some shit. Okay? He looks like he's been knocked down, dragged out. And honestly, it doesn't hurt you to buy a man a beer and listen to his story. I've done that before. I'll be honest with you. I've seen a foreigner who looked like he was down on his luck, had a conversation with him. He just had a bad one with his girl or something like that. And this was before I got to the point where I am now. But I listened to his story and he taught me so much shit with one beer. Matter of fact, I bought him another one because I liked him so much. But it was a foreigner dude, man. He just had a moment and he was just, sometimes you just, as a man, we just need to vent sometimes, all right? Sometimes all we want to do is just talk. I mean, fuck, man. Every guy is allowed to be emotional. You ain't got to be a bitch in public, but sometimes you just want to talk it out. Like I said, man, let Mike be your APPA sponsor. All right, please. And I listened to my man tell his story and shit, and I learned a lot from him. He told me, he said, man, I'm telling you, don't you ever do this with a Filipino. Don't you ever, allow this to happen, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. And I said, thank you for sharing. So again, we do have to learn vicariously through others. Let's keep it real. Rain, man, what's going on with your family? What's going on, man? Izon says, now, why do Filipinos ask for money to buy the stuff to make spaghetti to celebrate your birthday, but yet you are not even there? That's kind of funny, bro. She wants you to buy the ingredients to make spaghetti, and you're not even going to be there to actually enjoy the spaghetti? That shit weird to me, bro. That shit weird to me. My man, Mr. Smith, what's going on, man? He says, I learned that when you get off the plane, go straight to the grab. Avoid anyone trying to offer you something, even the security guards. Very true. Going through the airport as a foreigner in the Philippines, you're going to have a lot of people coming at you asking you, do you need help? Do you need this? Do you need that? I say don't let anybody help you with your bags. If you can carry your bags on your own, please do, because what they're going to try to do is try to get you to tip them more than they would normally get from somebody else. But if they know that you're green I would like to refer to you as, wet behind the ears and shit. If they know that you're a rookie in the game, they can smell that shit. So what you'll see is 250 pesos. You'd be like, that's just $5. No, motherfucker, that is 250 pesos that you just gave that man. Normally a good tip 150 max. So again, please be careful coming through the airport. Everybody who was looking to try to help you and assist you is not necessarily looking to help you and assist you. I got my Jaeger with me tonight, guys. I'm on that Jaeger bomb. I got my Jaegermeister. I'm super happy tonight. But you're right, Mr. Smith. I appreciate that. My man Eugene says, what city do you live in there, Dr. Mike? Also, my birthday is January 9th, and I'll be 52. Well, early advanced birthday gift. Gift. Sorry, birthday greeting from the good doc over here. And congratulations on becoming 52. It's a great age for a man, especially a man of darker melanin. Some of us don't live to be very old. So congratulations to you, my brother. And if I forget to shout you out on January 9th, I'm going to go ahead and get that in right now. I currently live in the great city of Davao City. Nobody can tell me shit about Davao City. Don't care if you love it. Don't care if you hate it. You know how the good doc feels about it. And I do not plan on changing my thoughts anytime soon. Awahudu says, nothing beats boots on the ground experience. True, but at least you could get by with English in the Philippines. Saigon is a higher learning curve. Okay. I do agree with that. I think that the language barrier in some other countries in Southeast Asia is actually very, very hard. English, you could pretty much get around here in the country. All right. My man Malcolm says, I learned from old school cats and, of course, experience, even though all experiences are not good ones. Some are dangerous, but experience nonetheless. Very true. Awahudu says the taxi drivers in Davao City are pretty honest. Much agreed. I've never had a taxi driver in Davao City. As long as I've been here, never had one try to take advantage of me. I've never had one try to say, oh, sir, pay the flat rate. No, none of that. Never had a flat rate issue with a taxi in Davao City. For those that don't know what the flat rate is, basically when you hop inside of a taxi cab, anywhere that you go, instead of them starting the meter, they'll tell you, oh, sir, it's okay long. You just pay 300. Oh, you just pay 250. It's okay. I don't need to start the meter. Now, that is wrong on two levels. Wrong on level number one because they're trying to cheat you. They're trying to get more out of you. And wrong on level number two because not only are they cheating you, they're also cheating their employers because when you don't start the meter, all the money that they earn belongs to them. So make sure you always get in the taxi cabs if you need to use taxi cabs and get the meter started. Like I said, you won't really run into that problem very much in Davao City, but I can't say the same for Manila, cannot say the same for Cebu. It just depends. Marquis says, what kind of US cell phone is compatible with the SIM card in the Philippines? Actually, guys, I've talked about this before. A lot of people have always asked me. I kind of recommend just getting a cheap Nokia phone when you get to the Philippines so that you don't have to worry about compatibility, open lines and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about that stuff. Just get you a nice little 900 peso, 1,000 peso, $20 cheap ass Nokia cell phone for texting and stuff like that. You should be able to use your regular mobile device to, log on to internet and Wi-Fi and all of that stuff. But if you're looking for a smartphone in the country so that you can also utilize what I like to refer to as the mobile data in the country, you can level up to, like a Samsung. I mean, they have these, relatively cheap. I don't really call them cheap, but if you're looking for a smartphone, I do believe that the cheapest brand of smartphone that you can actually buy in the Philippines that is actually able to, get mobile data and be used for like, YouTube and stuff like that. They have Oppo. I like Oppo. Huawei, however you pronounce that shit. Those are good branded phones. They are trustworthy phones. Cloud Phone, Star Mobile, and all of those cheaper brands, them shits will break down on you quick. So you might not want to go that cheap. So try to find something moderately priced in and around 10K. Yeah, that seems like a lot, but again, what you're looking for is a smartphone that actually works. Something where you can actually utilize internet XYZ. But if you're like me, I prefer just getting a cheap phone for texting and calling, loading up my SIM card and getting it in. So I wouldn't recommend trying to bring a cell phone from the US that is compatible. It becomes a bit hard, especially when you bring that phone all the way over there and the shit don't work. That's kind of disappointing. I brought my American phone over here, but I can't use it. So you might end up still having to buy a phone anyways. Okay. So I prefer just getting one while in the country. But if you want to try bringing a SIM card, that's cool. My man Serge, hey, what's going on, my brother? Wahoo says, in Manila, I arrange a driver to pick me up from Angeles for 2,500. Well, I guess that's the best way to go about it. Well, I mean, you're not going to get cheated because you already know what you're going to pay. So, hey, Lizzie, hashtag Team Davo, much love to you, baby. Reginald Graham, Dr. Mike, does your dad still travel to the Philippines? My father lives in that condo that I showed you in my second vlog. For those of you that haven't seen the Philippines Relived playlist, greatest playlist on God's Green Earth, make sure you check out that playlist. The second vlog that I have there after arriving into the Philippines, that condo that I showed you, yeah, that's where he lives in Manila. So yeah, he's a very, very, very frequent traveler to the Philippines. He prefers to live in the Philippines, no different than me. But he prefers Manila. I prefer Davao. Casey Hunter said, I had to cuss out security guard at the airport because he wouldn't leave me alone. I'm like a dog, my ride coming. He said, I'm like, dog, my ride coming, just running late. Yeah, they kind of get in your face. And they love to push you towards the taxis that are the most expensive. I don't know if they get a cut or not, but sometimes they love pushing you towards those more expensive taxis. So you got to be careful. My man Terry says, Dr. Mike, do you intervene if your friend girl is butt ugly? He said, Dr. Mike, do you intervene if your friend's girl is butt ugly? What do you do? You know what, man? Here's the problem with the good doc. I'm a very, very respectful man. And what I've noticed throughout my lot of years here on earth, what is perceived as butt ass ugly to one person is not necessarily butt ass ugly to another person. So if I look at a young lady and I don't find her to be attractive, but my man's or my homeboy thinks that she's attractive, I leave that shit alone, man. I just say, go ahead, man. You do you, bro. And the reason that I say that is because that's not my place. I kind of leave my thought process on physical features out of the way. But what I will do is if I don't think that girl is a good fit for him, what I will do is I will introduce him to somebody that I know, just to give him another perspective of what life could be like with another Filipina. You feel me? So if I don't know the girl personally, she ain't nobody that I'm cool with, nobody that I've met except that one time that he introduced me through her. That's cool. But I always got a stable full of beautiful, beautiful Filipinas that I can introduce to a guy at any time. And if I feel like I want to pull one out of the stable and say, you know what, let me introduce you to one of my friends and stuff. Maybe, maybe you guys could hit it off, because again, you're just dating around, right? So I'll do that if I find that it's necessary for me to intervene. But if not, I kind of keep to myself, man. I don't really like getting into other people's relationships when I got my own shit to deal with. But yeah, Lizzie, you're right, though. You can ask the taxi driver for a receipt. That is true. Awahudu says, oh shit, we got about 40 individuals watching at this particular moment in time. I appreciate all 40 of you coming through and showing some love to the good doc this evening or this afternoon or whatever time you're watching me, anywhere in the world that you are. Please make sure you get the likes up, ladies and gentlemen. You know that the likes are free. I promise you, the like won't cost you a thing. All right. But of course, if you want to support the channel, you already know how to do so. But of course, the good doc is happy that you come through. Spend just a little bit of your time with him today. Now, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Awahudu says, I have the T-Mobile unlimited data plan that works in the Philippines. My phone is actually T-Mobile too, but it didn't work. It was only like 2 gigs. And then it kind of messed up. So I kind of just had a Philippine phone just because. I have a J7, which is a cheap, I think it's like $6 or $7 grand or something like that. But it's a good smartphone. It's kind of reliable. I don't really have any problems. He says that he couldn't text to any Filipinas, which is a must. Recommend getting a local SIM card. Yeah, I had the T-Mobile joint too, but I could only use it to surf internet and get data. 5 says taxi drivers are the worst people in the Philippines. I absolutely hate them. Me too. But like Lizzie says, in Davao City, we never have that problem. Never, never, never. Get Lost says taxi drivers be asking for AM ass whooping in Manila. They true. Oh, you said an ass whooping. I thought you meant a morning ass whooping. When they be trying to fuck with me in the morning, yeah, I try not to use taxis. I use Grab only. And the reason I use Grab, same reason I told you guys in the video that I made, I use Grab simply because I already know how much I'm gonna pay before I go where I'm going. I ain't got to worry about running through traffic or running through issues and, oh, we got to go around this way or, oh, we're stuck here. So that's going to run my bill up. Nah. Your bill is what it is whenever it comes to riding in the Grab cars and stuff like that. And the numbers do not change. My man Roger says, tell them to start the meter. And if you are a tourist, tell them you will tip them as well. Okay. Eugene says, have you heard about those social events I've seen on YouTube in Davao City where you can meet single ladies? Okay. I have heard about that. Quite frankly, hey man, that man is doing what he got to do to make money. I truly commend him on doing his thing. To me, it's more of a pandering type thing, but it's all good. He doing what he do with you guys. Uh linked up, and I mean there's nothing wrong with that. I've seen the social gatherings. That stuff comes up on my news feed all the time, so it's not like I'm not oblivious to it. So quite frankly, man, I seen them, man. Most of them girls is old though. Most of the chicks in them videos be like late 30s, early 40s, which ain't a bad thing, man. I'm telling you, man, Mike got a thing for them cougars. Told you. Mike like them old, boy. I like them old and sexy. Let me stop fucking with y'all. My man Tommy says, what's going on, Tom? My man represent North Carolina just like yours truly. He says his month there in he said with his month there in Cebu, I only had one taxi driver try the flat rate, then had an attitude when I told him to run the meter. They always do. My man Terry says, watch the taxi meter in Cebu. They have many scams they use that I noticed. Those taxi meters, yeah, they do run pretty high and they run pretty fast. It's kind of weird. Yes, Liz, you're right. Get the yellow meter taxis. Those are the more expensive ones, though. Owahudu says if you have an iPhone, you just have to switch out the SIM card. It works great. Okay. My man 5 says they will stop to meet her halfway through. They've done it to me 100 times. Bastards will shut the meter off and start an argument. Oftentimes, you get dropped off in the middle of traffic. That's crazy, man. Izon says, I can text the Philippines here. He said, I can text the Philippines from here with T-Mobile and just get a code for it. Okay. Like I said, some Sims work, some Sims do not. Best way to put it. I've never tried flying in the Clark Airport, though, 5s. Not yet, personally. Eyes on, you're right. One man's butt ugly is another man's queen. I try to avoid that at all costs. I will never judge a woman by her beauty because that is not my choice. That is not my problem, bro. My man 5 says the travel time is the same as Manila with same layovers. Okay. Eyes on. There's some high timeout. My man says you have a stable full. Are they horses? No, they're high quality stallions though. You know how that goes, man. They're high quality stallions, my dude. Damn, Lizzie, you telling me there's only 3 people that hit the like button? Damn, they must not love the good doc tonight. What did I do? Did I piss somebody off today? Did I hurt somebody's feelings? If so, let me apologize unapologetically. But go ahead and get them likes up, man. 3? Come on, man. Y'all can't be 36 in and only 3 likes, man. Y'all can't do me like that. That kind of hurts my feelings just a little bit. My man Jay Jones, what's going on, family? Roger Blue says, I see you, Dr. Mike, making house calls when your friend needs a checkup from the neck up. Hey, man, don't get me started, man. But I will come, dude. If I gotta make moves, I will save a life. I'm telling you, I'm like St. Jude's in this bitch, man. I may not be healing children's cancer, but I'm healing the cancer of some of these dumbass foreigners that we have to deal with. I'm telling you, man, this is the type of job that's never ending, guys. I'm telling you, this job here is painful. It's stressful. Sometimes it's even thankless, but I'm telling you, the good dog goes through and he keeps going on. I'm telling you, there's no stopping this. 2019 is my year. I don't know if you guys know that yet, but I'm already claiming it. The good dog about to blow up in 2019. Just be prepared for it. Tell them, hey, get lost. You got to tell them the truth, man. Tell them if they don't get the likes up, man, they mama. Five says, whenever I ask a taxi for a receipt, they refuse to give it. I've never had them refuse me. My man Malcolm says, how is the Cherry Mobile? Don't use Cherry Mobile. Cherry, god dang it. Cherry Mobile. Leave it alone. All that stuff is garbage. It works for about a week, 2 weeks, and then it sucks after that. So leave those really, really cheap smartphones, Philippine-made smartphones alone. Please don't bother. Unless if you need a phone that is reliable for just texting and calling, the most reliable phone in Philippine history. You can quote me on this. The most reliable phone in Philippine history is Nokia. Not iPhone, not Samsung, not Oppo, not Hui, however you pronounce that shit. Not Cherry Mobile, not Star Mobile, not Cloud Phone, not none of that shit. Nokia is the most reliable brand of cell phone in the world based on durability. I will say that based on durability, you can never go wrong with a Nokia phone. But my man says I have an iPhone, but I think a SIM card would work, but not sure if I feel like activating it. Just get you a cheap 1,000 peso Nokia phone. Again, only if it's used for calling and texting, you're good. But if you need internet, you might need to upgrade to like one of those brands I told you before, like Oppo or Huawei. God dang it. And then there's Liz. What's that brand that Steph Curry endorses in the Philippines? I forget off the top of my head. It's blue. I think it's Vizio. I know Liz know. Lizzie, what's that brand in the Philippines that Steph Curry is the endorser for? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Vizio or something like that. That's a pretty decent brand too. Get Lost says, is it easy to secure a Grab? Yes, as long as you have the application or you go to the Grab stands located at malls and at the airports, they'll naturally get a Grab for you. So you shouldn't have any problems for sure. Yes, Malcolm, you are right. Grab is getting more and more expensive, but again, you have to realize Grab is in Manila, so of course it's gonna get expensive. My man Eddie Jackson, what's going on with your family, man? Happy Saturday morning to you, my brother. Roger Blue says taxis been psycho now that Grab is around. They stone cold flipping. I mean, they taking away from their money. What do you expect? My man Get Lost says older women love me too, dog. Y'all know mine is already older than me. Lizzie, who's your kuya? I don't know who you talk about. Roger Blue says, Dr. Mike, them old penines are tigers. I'm telling you, boy, don't get it twisted, man. Tigers, cougars, whatever you say, man. A good dog got a place in a space where they can fit in very, very easily over here in the family. Okay? Don't be ashamed. Hey, I'll tell you straight up, man. If I need to get it in, don't play with me. I can't fuck with y'all tonight. But I'm just telling you the truth. I have no problems with them cougars, baby. I do not at all. Now, don't get me wrong. I may not be seen in public with too many of them, but boy, don't let me get them alone, boy. I'm telling you, I'll lose my. I'm fucking with y'all. I can't. I ain't doing this tonight. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. My man Eugene says you're funny, Mike. Some of them look young. Oh, true, man. I love me. I love cougars, especially the ones that take care of themselves, the ones that like to go to the gym, the ones. I'm sorry, that like to kind of eat right, boy. And the problem is nobody's giving them any love. How many times do I have to tell you guys? I say this shit so much until I'm blue in the face, and I'm black as hell. And I'm blue in the face from saying this. Why in the world would I ever go to a place in a space where there's competition when I can live over here in my little bubble where there's zero to no competition? You feel me? How many of you guys in the chat are looking for a 30, 40, 45, 50-year-old woman? Probably zero. Maybe my man Serge is. I think Serge said, and then my man Eugene. A couple of my guys in the chat are willing to accept 30, 40 years old, and they be fine as fuck too. They be badass, and sometimes they just need somebody to knock them cobwebs out, but nobody wants to do it. So again, the good doc has to perform. You feel me? it's like nobody want to do it. So the good doc got to do his job. He got to heal. He gotta be that aromatherapy, man. But hey, I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all ain't gotta like it. I'm gonna take it. Y'all ain't gotta like me for what I do. Just respect me for what I say. You're right, Fives. Grab is very, very good in the Philippines for the most part. I've never really had a no show yet, but I have been in some high traffic areas where it took a while for sure. My man Izone says, I don't know, Mike. Some cougars have a bad habit of taking their teeth out and biting you. Come on, man. Don't make me laugh right now. Come on, come on, come on. As long, hey, if she take her teeth out, this is only gonna be for one thing and one thing only. And don't get me started. Awal Hudu says, what is the best line to use on a beauty you come across in the street? So many. Excuse me, but what is my go-to line for a cutie in the street? I don't know. That's a good one. I can't give away my trade secrets, man. I'm sorry. I got one line that's never really failed me yet, but I can't give my trade secrets away. My man Casey, what's going on, man? Yes, Grab is definitely the best in my opinion. My man Reginald says, Dr. Mike, any woman in your stable 50 and up? Unfortunately, most of the ladies in my stable are around my age and below because these are young ladies that I went to school with or that I met casually through other acquaintances. I did a lot of networking while I was in the Philippines. So I know a lot of different females from a lot of different areas. So, yeah, unfortunately, none of them in that age range, but I'm pretty sure some of them have some mothers. I'll put it to you like that. There are probably a chosen few that have some moms that will fit that range for you, family. MJ, yeah, Malcolm. I think the like button got a disease or something because they scared to touch it. Damn, y'all killing me. Good doc over here trying to give y'all trying to serve some of that shit up, and everybody over here taking me for granted, man. I might have to cut off the live show, man. I can't even get no love over here. This is a damn shame. Rain Man, I love Nokia. I think Nokia is very reliable. Never had a problem with it ever in my life. Trent, what's going on with you, Playboy? Appreciate you being here. Marilyn says, hi, Doc. It's Raphael. Okay, shout out to my man Raphael Gray. That's the guy who he said, "Oh, you're from Zamboanga, okay, in the province, Philippines, and she's Muslim, okay." The reason why I love American Black Men to Raphael because he's nice to me. Okay, well, shout out to my man Raphael Gray. Appreciate you for inviting others to listen to the podcast. That's all I could ever ask you guys to do. Share the good word. Let the good die. Spread this love and spread this positivity and spread this knowledge. Y'all gotta help me do it. A man can't do it by himself. So I appreciate you that come through and share in what we got going on over here. Vivo, there you go, Lizzie. Thank you. That's Stephen Curry. That's the brand that he endorses in the Philippines. Jay Jones says, "Come on, y'all, get them likes up for the doc." Telling you, man, they think your boy got cooties in this bitch. Damn. Like, damn, like button got diseases in this bitch. Y'all killing me. Mr. Smith says, I use the Globe Wi-Fi network. It costs you 2,000 pesos. Is that a month? Oh, yeah, 2,000 a month. All my calls are done through Google Voice, so I get to use my current phone just as I do back home. Okay. Well, like I say, when it comes to the use of new mobile phones in the country, that's if you're trying to contact somebody locally, but you only have a phone that's from, your own place. So, I kind of recommend Nokia. I don't know. I just love Nokia. I'm sorry. I could drop that Nokia phone. I kicked it. I stepped on it. I threw it against the wall a couple of times. That thing still worked. That's why I call it reliable because it's durable. Marilyn says, and I love him because we are so familiar for the vision in life that is. Oh, you guys have a good plan together for a future. Okay, well, that's good. As long as your relationship and everybody's on the same page, that is very, very wonderful. Very, very good to hear. My man Terry says, I got that cheap Nokia phone. The call and text works great in the Philippines. I almost popped that cherry phone. Leave the cherry phones, please, please leave the cherry phones alone. Nokia is the greatest phone on earth for just calling and texting. If you want a smartphone, got to upgrade it just a little bit. Jazzy, what's going on, baby? Appreciate you being here. My man Get Lost says he said this thick one from Masbate Slid in my DMs. Boy, don't cry about it. Don't cry about it. I know the struggle is real, my dude. I feel your pain. But you gotta be strong, dude. Gotta be strong. Mr. Smith, exactly right. The Cougars treat you like a king for real. I agree 100%. Hey, I have no problem. I have no problem with the older ones. Y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing. So Jay Jones says he likes women 30 years and above. That's a great age range. I think 30, 32, 35 is a great age range, especially if you're looking for something to focus on in the long-term range. Get lost. That's exactly where I'm going, man. Because sometimes them cobwebs need to be cleaned up just a little bit. Y'all gotta be talking some shit, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man. When you get a little bit in your system, man, you can't stop. My man Oahu dude said nothing wrong with the older Filipinos, nothing like a little kid white jelly can't care. Yes, sir. Serge, that's right. You say 42 years and up. I remember you telling me that. My man Marilyn says, oh, he hates liars and myself, conservative woman. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you guys have a pretty positive, tight knit relationship. That's very, very something to rely on and fall back on. Get lost. Say the Cougars do anything for the young Kings. Hey man, you don't think eyes on? You don't think Cougars get you right, boy? You must be messing with the wrong ones, bruh. Let's not. Let's not. Terry says it's Vivo. There you go. Endorses picture all over the walls. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I was saying Vizio or some shit like that. It is Vivo, guys. Yes, that brand is actually not bad at all either. So Oppo, Vivo, and Huawei, that brand, those are pretty good brands. My pop bought a tablet from Huawei, whatever it is. It works pretty well. So I think their phone brands work just as well too. Oahu dude said, Doc, your line would be, excuse me, your skin is so beautiful. Can you tell me where I could get some skin whitening cream? No, Oahu dude. You know what my go-to line is damn girl, you have beautiful hair. Unfortunately, I don't have any, so I just have to admire yours. I think that works. Maybe, maybe not. Lizzie, I did not know you were 42, baby. I did not know that, but like I said, you look good for your age, baby. I did not know that. Um, my man Tim H says he wants a world phone. I have heard of those, and I thought about getting one too, but I was just like, I don't know how bad I want one, but I do think that those are definitely good phones. My man Roger Blue says I'll be going to the Philippines so long as a remover. Oh, you said you'll go to the Philippines and use PLDT? Trying to make sure I got that right. I'm sorry. Oahu dude says leave the cherries alone. It's not worth it. Very true. And that is figuratively and that's real figurative and seriously for sure. Gotta leave them cherries alone. Casey says I've seen a Nokia phone frozen. He said I've seen a Nokia phone that was frozen. They thawed the bitch out and it still worked. That's a badass phone. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm playing. Nokia is the greatest phone on God's green earth. I could kick it, drop it, put it in water, fucking burn it, put it in the toaster oven. That thing will still come out and turn on. I promise you. That's why I love Nokia. Nokia was the first phone I ever had when I went to the Philippines, and they are very, very, very durable brands for sure. Oh, Wahoo, dude, it's okay if your big head won't let you see a older Filipino for what it really is. I'm good. Get lost. It's all good. If they want to tap out before me, I ain't gonna cry about it. Terry, I saw that message you just deleted. That's funny. I'm sorry. She says, I remember the Alcatel before the like safeguard. So, oh God, that was a minute ago. Roger Blue says, don't get it twisted. An Asian tiger mom will tighten you up with some good. Hey man, I guess it's hit and miss. I think that the ones that go to the gym and work out and like keep themselves together, they got a little bit more stamina than your average. That I will tell you. Malcolm says I plan on pulling that pack out when I come. She been dropping hints at me when I talk to her. Slang, she knows. Oh, she knows what you talking about, Malcolm. Hey, hey. As long as she know what's good, it's Huawei. There you go. I call it Hawaii or Hui or Huawei, whatever. Yeah, I get that brand mixed up. It looks like Hawaii, but it's pronounced Huawei. Okay, I'll take it. Or Huawei, Huawei. Get lost is not. She gonna get this work till I finish. Sometimes you gotta make them learn, man. I ain't about to give up. No, you gonna quit before me. I'm gonna tell them you gonna quit before me. Oahudu says, I never met a Filipina that can keep me intellectually stimulated. I am happier single there. I mean, some Filipinas may not be able to carry on an intellectual stimulating conversation. I agree. Chosen few. Like I said, man, you guys know that most of the women that I've dealt with in my entire life have always been college educated because that's kind of the people that I know inside of my inner circle and network. That's the people that I know through my girlfriend. That's people that I know because I went to school with them. So everybody around me, I try to make sure that I keep everybody around me that is successful. It's weird though. Like most of the people around me are more successful than me. And I do that for a reason. I use it as a motivational tactic. I got a close friend of mine who owns a couple of restaurants in Davao City. I have a couple of friends of mine who have businesses and stuff like that. And I like that. And the reason I network with these people is because I know that I can, benefit from them and they can benefit from me as well. And that's a good thing to have in the Philippines. Good connections. And that's kind of what I work with. But most of the time I can have a good stimulating conversation with them. But I can understand a Wahoo dude how you can say it's hard for most situations to find somebody in the Philippines to have a good stimulating conversation with. Casey, I agree with you, man. You can't discriminate. Please don't. A lot of people want to discriminate, but the good doc, I don't see it. I can't do it. Can't do it. All right, guys, give me a quick check on the like counter. I need to know where my likes are right now. Could somebody help me out real quick? Let's see where we are. Tests. Okay, we're still here. I'm sorry. I need a quick check up on the like counter for me. Can somebody help me out? Izon says if an older Filipina can take sex for more than 5 times a week, she could come over. I mean, I ain't gonna go 5 times a week. I'm too old for that. But I'll give you one good time every other day. And we'll work with that. We'll start from there. Frederick Mason, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, representing that North Carolina. Y'all know how I feel about the great state of North Carolina. Hey, yo, Frederick, I got a quick question for you, brother. I got one question for you. If you can hear me, are you a UNC fan or are you a Duke fan? I got to know. This will make or break our relationship. I promise you. Frederick Mason, are you a Duke fan or are you a UNC fan, UNC Chapel Hill fan? This will either make us or it will break us. I promise. Awahudu says it's like you won't grow if you're the smartest guy in the class. Very true. I like that one. Damn, I got three. Damn, they must not love the good doc tonight. I think I'm good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and retire, man. I don't get no appreciation in this bitch. I guess I'm not good enough for the squad tonight. Maybe people are lazy with that like button, but it's all good. Mm. They'll sit there and listen to me, right? They'll listen to me, but they won't even give your boy a like. That's craziness. I see 4 and 1 dislike. Oh, this is getting crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it might be time for me to go ahead and call it quits, man. Trent, no. Trent, don't ruin the relationship that we have, brother. Don't ruin the relationship that we have with that Duke nonsense. Nah, I'm playing. I think Duke is cool, but I was a UNC fan most of my life, man. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I don't really I don't really use that as a determining factor on whether I'm going to like you or dislike you. But I've always been a UNC fan, guys. I am so sorry. Serge, I appreciate you, my brother, coming through. At least if nobody else shows some support, I know I got you, brother, man. Because I can't believe if you guys tell me, honest to God, there was only 3 likes, I was gonna have to say I gotta go, man. I'm over here hurting my throat for y'all and shit. I can't even get a couple likes on the video. I'm like, damn, y'all making me work for it tonight. What do I gotta do? Dance a jig or some shit? I don't know what I gotta do. Wahudu says, I hope you are not streaming on Monday. We'll be too busy watching the Cowboys with them Seahawks. Well, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm gonna go live on Monday. Maybe I can go live Saturday nights, maybe Sunday night, maybe, big maybe. And then I'll skip Monday so that you can watch a game. Cause I need to take a break, man. My throat hurts, man. Damn, these live shows take a lot out of me. God damn. You know how hard it is to carry a live show by yourself? I just realized doing this shit every night hurts. I might have to just do them every other night like I've been doing. Because trying to come through every night, that shit is painful. You know, I try to give you the best of me 100% of the time. Y'all know I be stressed the hell out trying to give you guys the best content that I can. But let me stretch it out. I might need to let my throat rest for a couple of days. Roger Blue says, Doc, there is a country song that goes, I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm good once as I ever was. You damn right, man. I put in that work. Give me one good round, man. I promise you, you ain't going to forget that round. That motherfucker going to last about an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours. I can still do that. At 31, I may have a bad back, bad knees, fucked up feet, but I'm telling you, you give me one good round. And you ain't gonna never forget. You ain't gonna never forget it. All right. Eyes on you. Say 28. Okay, cool. If it was 3, I was about to be hurt. I was about to be heartbroken. Malcolm, I would love to tell people to like the super chat button, but then people gonna start getting in their feelings and shit. Like I say, if you guys want to support the channel, that is your option. That is your right as an American. That is your right as a citizen of the world to do so. You do that at your own free will. I'm not gonna tell them you gotta love the like button or some shit. Roger says 26 out of 29. All right, I could do that. Oh, Casey, bro, stop. Don't, guys. I fucked up. I'm sorry. Forget I asked. Okay. I'm about to lose a lot of people right now because I'm a big UNC fan. I'm sorry, guys. I was born that way. I have nothing. I have nothing negative to say about Duke. Okay, nothing negative because Zion Williamson is killing it this year, and I hope he goes in the first round. But yeah, my girl Marlon, baby, you can't be writing like that in the chat. Lost to know, man. What's going on? Trent says Cowboys play tomorrow. Damn, everybody's a Duke Blue Devil fan. God dang, what's going? I'm sorry, guys. I'm a UNC guy. Don't unsubscribe because of it, but I'm telling you, I'm a UNC guy, man. He said Detroit Mercy University. I don't know what that's saying. Oh shit, Frederick, you a UNC fan too? Okay, bruh. Goddamn, there we go. Whew. I'm not the only one, but I have nothing but respect for Duke. I love the little camaraderie. I love that little competitive spirit. Marquise, man, I appreciate you. For what showing love to the good doc for what he does, man. I be stressing myself out over y'all, but I love y'all. Y'all make this worth it for sure. Liz says, once you go, you can never go back. It's true. One replied, how can you repair a sinkhole? Oh, wow, Lizzie. Wow. Really? You went there? Liz, you better not be talking like that in front of your students, girl. They're going to start getting a little bit iffy about you, baby. You can't be doing that. Marlon, thank you for being here. Oh shit, Roger Blue, you a Tar Heels fan too? Okay, god dang. So now we're about 3 even. All right, so we got some Tar Heel fans in here, but we're good. No negative comments, people. I asked a common question. You either about that Duke life or you are a UNC fan. And you can't be both. All right. I like to play it even, but I'm gonna tell you right now, since day one, it has been about UNC for me. But I have nothing against Duke. Duke is killing it this year. Let's keep it 100. Zion Williamson is a great, fantastic basketball player. And if he chooses to go in the first round next year, he will definitely be in the top 3 picks. No doubt in my mind. Casey says I was born at Duke, so I gotta roll with him. Hey, much love to you, man. We're not gonna there's I don't want no animosity in the chat, man. We just having fun, guys. Malcolm Steelers lost, so I'm going for Philly. The Steelers are out. Don't break my heart, Malcolm. Damn. All right, let's get out of sports. Again, guys, we were talking originally about learning vicariously through others. I learned that I can't be a UNC fan around a Duke fan, and vice versa. Mm. Get lost, you funny. You say Liz coming to the dark side. She's she get lost. That's funny, man. Let's not. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Mm. Okay. I'm just reading comments, guy. Malcolm, you about that UNC live too? That's what's up. Frederick says all respect to all UNC teams and players. Yes, for all of the great universities represented in the great state of North Carolina. We have NC State, we have Wake Forest, of course, Duke, and UNC. All right. Much love to all of my favorite North Carolina teams. Like I said, you can rep whatever you want to, but you rep in North Carolina, and that's all I could ever ask for. All right, let's go ahead and get it back to the chat. My man Ran64, what's going on with you, Playboy? Get lost. I think she's already been there. I think Liz is already on that dark side family. Reginald, y'all crazy, man. Y'all see, the funny thing is, Reginald, you weren't around probably back when we really started doing the live shows. Her and there's Liz, the girl that I was talking about was Princess Montano. That was the name of the young lady that used to come to the chats. I used to see her every now and again, but they have the tendency to gravitate more towards men of darker skin pigmentations, but we're going to leave it at that. Get Lost says, what else did you learn while I was in the Philippines? The one thing that I learned while I was living in the Philippines that I think every man could actually benefit from is how to spend your money. And it's kind of like a broken record because we talk about it so much, but you really don't know how important your money is in the Philippines until you're actually in the Philippines. You know, everybody wants to think in dollars. Everybody wants to say, oh, that's $5. Oh, that's $10. No, that's 250 pesos. And that's 500 pesos. Just a quick rough estimate of what the average conversion rate is for those respective prices. But you got to know how to spend your money, guys, because you can go broke quick if you're not careful with how you spend. I've met a lot of nomads. Shout out to my man Lost the Nomad. But I've met a lot of digital nomads that make money online. And one thing that they tend to do well is manage their money. They've made a conscientious decision to live in a foreign country. And because of that, they choose to spend very, 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 how can I say this? Is it frivolous? No, frivolous is when you're spending freely, right? Without, you don't really have a care. But they tend to be very, very tight, very, very tight with their money. So the digital nomads know what to do. Shout out to my man Delvante Arnold. I know he's a digital nomad. He's explained to me how he's been living on the lam, for lack of a better term, traveling around the world for a couple of years with what he does online. But again, like I said, what I've learned the most as far as, financial wise, how you spend your money will make or break your vacation or make or break your stay in any foreign country. If you're here for a short period of time, I understand why those members choose to, how can I say this? I understand how they can afford to spend a large amount of money, especially if they feel like they can make it back quickly. But then again, as a digital nomad or as somebody living in a foreign country like me, I can't see myself dropping ends like that because I know how to spend and I know how to stretch my peso or my dollar as far as it could possibly go. So one of the things that I learned outside of issues with women and how to deal with women in the Philippines, definitely how to manage my finances. I think over here, you have to learn how to budget. You have no choice. If you don't learn how to budget, you're going to go broke. And then what? If you can't get back home, you're going to go crying to the U.S. Embassy and maybe they pay for you to go home. Don't see that being a good look. or whatever embassy that you're from your respective country, of course. Sorry, guys, the throat is starting to get to me, man. But I'm working, people. Frugal. There you go, Terry. The word is frugal. Gotta be. I said frivolous. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, man. Sometimes when you start saying all these damn words, shit start to blend. Roger says MJ, James Worthy, Kenny Anderson, Vince Sanity. The list goes on. Oh yes, there are a lot of individuals that came from the great College of North Carolina, UNC. But then we can't forget Christian Laettner. We can't forget Shane Battier, Jason Williams, Zion Williamson, and those that go to Duke as well. Get lost, you stupid man. Hey, what's going on, Daniel? Marlon says, Dr. Mike, please give some advice for long distance relationships to American man. What a Filipina need to do. Oh my God. Shit. I need you guys to do me a favor. Somebody do me a favor, okay? This is gonna require you to do some work, okay? Go to my playlist. Go to my playlist for the live streams. I want you guys to find the link for the LDR relationship. You remember the live stream I did about why LDRs are so damn hard? Go to the playlist, and I want somebody to put that link in the chat if you can. I know I'm asking a lot, but if you guys can take about a couple of minutes, it's already listed in the playlist area where the playlist is. But if you guys can link that one in about the whole long distance relationship, I had a whole live stream on that specifically dealing with that particular topic. So that would be the best way for me to get it to you. I just can't get it to you right now. Casey, are you asking me what part of NC am I from? The old military town. The old small military town. I think you'll know what I'm talking about. Daniel says, long distance relationships suck so much after a long time. You are lucky to be in the Philippines. Yeah, man. I'm truly blessed to be able to make the trip out here to the Philippines, guys. And I learned that long distance relationships suck, but I learned that one through experiences. I didn't have to watch a YouTube channel when I didn't have to live or learn vicariously through somebody else to figure that out. That shit just sucked. That was bad. David, you're correct. Love has no color. But I guess she's just saying she just has her preference, like most people do. Casey, you're right, man. You got to be frugal, man. You got to stretch them dollars, man. my man Byron Hall, what's going on, family? Appreciate you being here. Oh, Casey, you're right, man. Kyrie Irving came from Duke too, and Kyrie Irving is fucking fantastic. I love watching Kyrie Irving play. Thank you guys for that. Yes, Marilyn, that particular live stream is the one that we talked about why long distance relationships are so hard, the reality of it all. I'm not sure if we mentioned how we can make it better in there, but it's just a quick understanding. That's all I could give you right now. Lizzie, thank you very much. Daniel, appreciate you, man. Get lost, you stupid man. Malcolm, you're even stupider. MGTOW has no color. That's true. Liz, it should have been the live stream, but we also did a video. I did a video a long time ago about why long distance relationships are hard or how to do anything about them, but that was a long time ago. You guys would have to scroll way back in the catalog to find that one. But with the live stream, we talked about why relationships were so damn hard. That was just a live stream that we did within the last month. I remember doing that one, so it should have been easier to find. My man Sagu's in the building. What's going on, family? Appreciate you coming through. I see my man Dante Will. What's going on with your family? Thank you, Daniel, for being first, man. It's good to see you guys in the building. Roger says, number one tip for the LDR, don't ask questions that you don't want the answer to. Wow, that's true. Marquise, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, that's what I need. That live stream right there was a good one. I think it was 3 weeks ago. Yeah, within the last month, we did that one. That's why I wanted you guys to find that one, because it was easier than having you find the video that I talked about it. But if you really want to know the general synopsis of how a long distance relationships work or how you can make it work better, the biggest thing is communication. True. Talking it out, being there for your girl whenever you need them, and vice versa. And like my man said, don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. That's a good one. But I thank you guys for putting that link in the chat for me, because I wanted to make sure that she had access to it without having to go through a lot of work. All right. My man Get Lost says another tip for long distance relationships is to be open and honest with each other about financial needs and expectations. I agree. But I do not agree with exposing or being open about your finances, like how much money you have. That I don't agree with. But being open about financial situations, good or bad, good. I'll work for that one. I'll give you that one. But I'm very, very skeptical about exposing how much money I have. I'll never do that. Not having it. MJB says I would go as often as you can visit your significant other every year while living within your means and not blowing all your money. I agree. Oh man, guys, unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about, I think that we've touched on everything we possibly can. I'm sorry, the good doc is stressing his voice out a little bit. I might need to go ahead and let this one rest, man. I'm not sure if I can. Whew, I'm not sure if I could go on for too much longer after this one. So I'm gonna give you guys a minute to speak your mind, do what you gotta do. And hold on. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys what I can right now, but I won't be able to keep going for an extended period of time. Damn throat hurts. But yes, Casey, you're right, man. Communication is key. No doubt. Um Daniel, are you talking about flying? The worst turbulence I ever had, or are you talking about, in a relationship? I gotta be more specific so I know. My man Roger says, man, I know most on this site have seen the 90 Day Fiance, and that's probably the best place to take your notes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Reginald, it was a good one. I definitely love to continuously, bless the crowd with what I can. So what I'm gonna do right now, guys, I'm gonna run through and make sure I shout everybody out. Daniel, I'm gonna go to your channel, bro. Daniel, I'm gonna go check out your video as soon as this live stream is over. All right. Roger says, "Good doc, you pulled a great shit, dude. Get some healing." Yeah, the good doc done stressed his damn throat, having fun, laughing, and carrying on. Okay, so before I leave, I got to make sure I touch everybody in the most inappropriate way, or I would not be the good doc. So Daniel, much love to you, my brother. Jazzy Daisy, appreciate you being here. Roger Blue, salute to you, my brother. Eyes on Reginald. Lizzie, as always, we love you. Roger Blue, much respect, my man Malcolm. Hope that shirt comes out classic for you, my bro. Casey Hunter, much love to you, my G. Um, Get Lost, much love and respect. If I miss your name, leave it down at the bottom. Marlene, thank you for spending some time with us today. I'm glad that you were able to get something out of the show. And, once you're part of the family, you are family for life. Marquise the Great, much love to you, my brother. Thank you for, the support to the channel. Sal Goose, as always, much love to you, my brother. Dante Will is what in Camp Lejeune? I missed it. I'm sorry, Dante, I missed your question, my G, but thank you for being here. David, much love to you, my brother. Serge, Byron, let's see who else. Terry, much love to you, man. I'm gonna go through this one quick because my shit's starting to give out on me. I can already tell. Ran64, much love. Frederick Mason, aka hashtag Team UNC, much love. Let's see what we got. Mm. Give me a minute. If I miss your name, guys, leave it down at the bottom. Tim H, much love to you. Trent Knight, always and forever. Lost the Nomad. My man Tommy's Philippine journey. Much love to you, brother. Represent that North Carolina as well. Serge A, thank you for the support, my brother. Thank you for being a part of the team. I appreciate you. Oahu dude, always a pleasure, man. Mr. Smith, appreciate you. Damn, this shit about to get nasty. I'm gonna have to take a break. Let me see who else we got. I'm seeing a lot of repeats. That's why I'm scrolling up, guys. Jay Jones, much love to you, my brother. Damn, I can't even scroll all the way to the top. Fuck. So I'm gonna miss a couple of people. I'm sorry, guys. Who else did I see come through earlier? If I missed your name, guys, leave it down here at the bottom. For some reason, my stuff stops right there. Mm. Oh, okay. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the chat, man. Daniel, I'm gonna check your video out as soon as I get out of here. The real Bishop, man, what's going on? I see a big Cowboys fan over there. Much love to you. Thank you for showing up. Anybody and everybody who came through, we love you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna drink some tea and lemon. I'm gonna get some of that ginger lemon honey tea. That's exactly what I'm gonna make for myself. No doubt. Shit. Mm. Trent Knight, that is a very, very crazy thing to hear. That is very, very sad to hear. But welcome to a world of crazy, eerie, nasty motherfuckers. Let's be honest. Appreciate you guys coming through. I think we're good. All right. All right, guys, we good to go. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming through and showing some love to the good doc. I got a damn headache. My throat's hurting. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be on tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come on same time tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if I don't make it, you guys know why I didn't make it. All right. So I think that I've touched everybody in the most inappropriate way humanly possible. I appreciate you being here. And again, you got to learn vicariously through others so that you no longer make the mistakes that they have already made. Or you have to make sure that at least if you're going to take, how can I say this, take criticism or take anything from a situation from the outside looking in, make sure that you only take the positive out of it and not the negative. And of course, when it comes to the addicted to the P9 Punan anonymous classes, allow the good doc to be your sponsor, okay? You need any help, man? You know how to find me. You know how to reach me. Mike the PI Guide at yahoo.com. I'm sorry, at gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook, Mike space the guide. That is MIKE space THEGUIDE. You'll find me there. And I always answer Facebook messages, so you guys have no problem in reaching me, okay? And with that being said, the good doc is officially out. All right, the Cowboys play tomorrow. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna try to see if I can get the highlights of that game on YouTube when it finishes, I guess. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the good doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means we're going now. Bye bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.